Hi everyone, and welcome back to a brand new Plan With Me video. My name is Sophie, and today we're going to create a brand new bullet journal theme, which is all about coffee to go shops, coffee cups, coffee beans, everything about coffee. All the materials I use are linked down in the description, as well as my social media channels and also my discount codes. And if you want to join me in creating this setup, grab your journal, a snack, and let's get started. As you can see, I already started on my cover page. I'm creating a small container to go coffee shop here. First I wanted to do a cute little coffee shop, just a nice building. But then I came across these small shipping containers and I thought they looked super cute. So I just tried it out. I pre-sketched everything in my journal and now I'm going to outline everything with a black Fineliner first. Also, if you think that my voice sounds a bit different, this is the first time I'm not using a typed out voiceover for my YouTube videos. So I may be talking a bit weird English sometimes, but I'm trying my best and I hope you enjoy the video. I thought that just a grey container would be a bit boring, so I added a lot of plants on the roof and also a nice little sunscreen and a cafe sign and a small bar stool in front of the container to make it look a bit more alive, and of course also a big coffee machine inside. For the parts in the shipping container inside, I'm using a bit darker colors than for the outside details, so you can see the shadows better and the distinction between the interior of the container and the outside. Alright, moving on to the monthly calendar. I use this spread a lot for writing down appointments and important deadlines. I like to make a 2-page calendar, so I have a lot of room to write things down, and I'm adding a lot of coffee beans and little leaves surrounding the calendar, so I can fill the spread a bit more. Apart from the cover spread, this bullet journal setup is not very drawing heavy, so if you feel like you can draw or if you don't like to draw, it is super simple to recreate. And you can also, of course, use some cute pictures of cafes or coffee related items. For the calendar, I'm not using a ruler. I like to keep the style a bit loose this month. And I outline the border of the calendar for a second time. I think that gives a nice touch. And then I am going to draw all the coffee beans and color them in with my brush pens. I use 2 colors of brown and 1 color green for this. As a final touch, I'm adding some craft paper and one of my favorite washi tapes on the side of the page. The next spread that I like to use a lot is my content calendar. I still haven't found the perfect setup for this, so this month I'm again using a different one. If you're not into Instagram, TikTok, or you do not post on social media, you really don't need this content calendar. It's just very useful for me since I post a lot on these platforms. So I like to draw a big table with all the dates and I plan out all my content for the month. This is again a very simple page. You could also easily make a budget tracker out of this table or maybe a shopping list or anything like that. So I'm drawing the table and then surrounding it I'm drawing again a lot of small coffee beans and little leaves to spice it up a bit. On the opposite side of this spread, I'm making my habit tracker. I'm tracking 4 habits this month, and I'm also drawing a small table to track my mood. For my habit trackers, I glued in some craft paper, and for the mood tracker, I just draw a big box and I outline that 2 times, just like the other trackers on the other pages. Then on the side of the page, I'm adding some illustrations. I had the idea of making this with real coffee, but after testing it out on another page of my journal, it didn't really look like what I thought it would be. So I just stuck to my brush pen, and I'm really happy that I did that, but because I don't think the result would be very nice if I used real coffee. Okay, and the next page is something different. Usually I like to dedicate a separate page to my favorite songs for the month, or a big to-do list or a wish list. But for March I decided to just put it all together on one spread and just glue in some craft paper boxes with a title or a header. And I hope it works out for me. It definitely saves a lot of space and creating separate spreads for everything. So I like how it turned out. I used the same method as for the other spreads in this setup. Just an outline with my Fineliner, gluing in some craft paper and then adding the headers. I'm using a very simple font for this month, just some block letters with my black brush pen. And yeah, that's it actually. I'm also adding some coffee beans again, and some leaves and some washi tape, and then the spread is also done. Turning to the last page of this setup, which is my first weekly spread. I'm using it right now because it's already the first week of March and I really like it. It's a vertical layout and I've used it a lot before. It's definitely one of my favorites. First I'm drawing the outlines with my Fineliner, and then I'm adding the headers and the lines separating the days. I also glued in some craft paper for some notes or some reminders for the upcoming weeks. And on the bottom of the page I add a small illustration of a coffee cup, again with the leaves, which is a recurring detail in this setup. Alright, that's it for my March setup. Definitely a bit of a different video than other times because I recorded my voiceover without having the text right in front of me. But I still hope you enjoyed the video and this cute cafe theme, and I wish you a great month ahead. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more bullet journal setup, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye!